Okay, so on a very rainy Sunday morning, Mahen and I are going to the Sunday run because that is how committed classic and modern classic car enthusiasts, including ourselves, are. So, what do you think of today, Mahen?
It's a very rainy day. One of those days you could like sleep in and enjoy the cozy weather. But we are here to enjoy something even better, Ashra.
Yes, and as you can see, we are just entering into the premises, and already you can see some cars have indeed gathered. So you can see what we have here. We have got a Ford Cortina, we have got a Toyota A85, we've got quite a few Cygnus too.
Classic, but
Subaru Forester, that's very nice as well. You can see some of the people are taking shelter in the rain there.
Oh, look at this.
That is a Porsche Boxster. We've got
right, the Mini.
Yep, the Mini is there. We've got Peugeot 505, a Beetle, a Defender 90. We've got a Morris Minor, and there's a Jeep entering, a Mini Wrangler. So yes, even though the weather is absolutely dismal, things do seem to be, falling into place.
Let's see how it goes, Ashok. We have another 25 minutes to do our content.
Yes, we do, because we have to be off at 9 for yet another drive.
Yes.
A test.
Okay, maybe we can get the other cars that are over here. Maybe a closer shot.
Yep, so that's a lovely Lancer wagon. And then after that we've got a classic Mini complete with roof rack. We've got David Dodge Suzuki Swift. We've got a nice Range Rover Vogue classic. And this is the Porsche Boxster. So let's just park up, Mahen, and go and talk to some of the other enthusiasts who are all taking refuge over there.
So Ashrak, it's a rainy Sunday morning, but we're here at XA World with these lovely classics. I mean, I'm really surprised about the turnout, and there are more people coming in.
Yep, there is, and it shows the commitment of the classic car loving fraternity in Sri Lanka. And that is commitment that we ourselves practice too, despite not owning a classic yet.
Very true.
So we've got a lovely Mercedes-Benz series, that's a W108. And right next to that we've got the new Mini, the modern Mini, so to speak. Another beautiful Mercedes. As you can see, these cars are absolutely...
Beauty.
Yeah, not only beauties, but bulletproof reliability from that era of Mercedes-Benz.
I want one of these.
You want one of these? There's a lot of things here that I want, so I won't put the list. This is a Peugeot 505 belonging to Sam Smith. This is the famous rally pug. He actually rallies this thing.
Yes,
so yeah, it's probably the hardest driven Peugeot 505 in Sri Lanka right now. And you can see very tastefully done as well. Right down to the CB fog lamps and the rally style wheels. Once again, a very nice car. And
got a
capable
cute
too
one
in the right hands. Then we've got a Volkswagen Beetle here. Now, fun fact, more Beetles were made than the population of Sri Lanka. I think we may have said this before,
we did.
Bears saying again because it's like such an amazing fact. 1938 to 2003 was the production run of the Beetle. And they made them even in Mexico with fuel injection and I believe even air conditioning, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Now, right next to that, Mahen, is a Defender 90, which is the short wheelbase variant. What do you think, Mahen? It has a certain charm to it, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. I once badly wanted a Defender 90, but I couldn't get my hands on a good one, and then the prices shot up. And then that's just history, but maybe sometime in the future. And I'm really loving this color on it, the two-tone, the white top, and this bluish silver color on it.
It works. It just works,
really
doesn't
nice.
it?
Really
and
nice.
You've got to think for short wheelbase also. You were telling me about the short wheelbase Pajero when you were coming here.
The Land Cruiser, the
Yes,
LJ70 or the BJ73. And we got our friend here, the Morris Traveller.
No, this is a Morris Minor.
Oh, this is a Morris Minor.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Estate, but that's okay. It's once again a very popular car in Sri Lanka in the past. They were used as taxis and still survives to this day. Right behind it is the orange Beetle of the Ruanwell family. Very potent Beetle, I believe that is. Don't let looks deceive you because we have seen that thing go up Mahagastota as well.
Nice.
So let's proceed towards another vehicle of much interest in and a definite future classic, the Mercedes-Benz CLS. Yes.
Wow.
This is what happens when Mercedes-Benz want to make something close to an S-Class in terms of luxury, but with a more coupe-like roofline and silhouette, a sportier image, if you will. And this first generation CLS, CLS 350, so you're talking about a 3.5 naturally aspirated V6.
Beautiful
Very nice
design.
car.
Beautiful
Yes,
design.
Timeless design. Timeless design. I mean, some of Mercedes-Benz's products from this period have not aged as well, but this car has aged beautifully. Looks highly relevant even in this day and age. And if you look at the front, for example, Mahen, you see that the CLS did set the template for some of Mercedes-Benz's future models, well, now
Right.
which are also past models. but-
Very true. It's a very interesting design, Ashrak, overall. I think it was quite modern for its time as well, this kind of design. I mean, I've not seen it in any other car of that era.
And it drew a bit of flack from automotive commentators at the time as well,
Right.
questioning whether it would be relevant. But I
Right.
think now, as we can see, more and more manufacturers have moved to this kind of sporty four-door coupe silhouette.
Yes,
Mercedes-Benz made the right call.
correct. Okay, let's walk over to the Miata then, Ashrak.
Very interesting car because, as you can see, we are in the rain here.
Yes?
In the rain, and just to pause you there, there's a yellow Mazda 323 coming in, I believe, for the meet. Haven't seen that car before, but seems to have some modifications on it. Maybe you should check it out.
Yes,
later.
for sure.
Back to the Miata. You can see it's truly an all-weather car, isn't it, Mahen?
Yes, and we were contemplating whether convertibles could handle this kind of rain, but clearly they could, I mean, especially old ones.
Yeah, if maintained well, if your roof is in good condition, if the seals are all in top nick,
Yes.
why not? Why not?
Okay, let's walk over to this black Fiat.
Yes, it's a Fiat. We saw it at the last meet too. I think it's now been upgraded with a 2-liter engine, and from what we heard from people who rode it, including from Amrit Colors, is that it's quite fearsome.
Oh, really?
So yeah, I mean, there was a video that Amrit put on his Instagram.
Oh, I
and
think
he
I
was
remember
holding the
seeing it.
dashboard. So I think that tells you a lot about what is going on under the hood of that Fiat.
Correct. Okay, what's next to the Fiat, Ashrak? It's a Ford.
Yep, it's a Ford Cortina,
Right.
and if the badge is to be believed, it's 3-liter. It's interesting. 3-liter V6.
Wow.
Cologne V6, I believe they were called.
Nice. I would love to hear how it sounds, Ashrak.
Yeah, I'm sure it would be quite something. And if you look at the wiper blades, Mahen, you can see it's got those little aero bits on it that once again help push the wiper onto the windscreen.
Oh,
Will
right.
go faster.
Interesting. Right. I didn't know that.
Right next to it is the Morris Traveller. Known
Traveller.
for its wood trim, you know. That was
Very interesting.
iconic back in the day. I think it was inspired by the wood panelled estates in the United States, which are of course much larger vehicles. But
Yes.
then we have a Toyota Tueno
Tueno.
here that belongs to our friend Raj, I believe. Very nice car. Very tasteful and a JDM legend, if you will.
Okay. Got this Mazda.
Turbocharged.
Hi, how are you, man? This is my video. You came for a shoot?
Yes.
I do. Super. I catch a shoot. And we've got this Jeep
Jeep Wrangler, that's Taranga.
Tarangas.
CRD, it's a diesel, turbo diesel. Next up is this lovely Lancer wagon. Once again, a very nice, very well kept example. These cars were quite popular. I faintly remember them from my childhood in the early 90s, seeing quite a few of them around. Right next to it is a very pleasing classic Mini in two-tone once again, Mahen.
Yes. Lovely. Very cute.
It's even got the roof rack, which is in a Mini. Given that it doesn't have a whole bunch of cargo space, so you need a roof rack if you're going to do trips in it.
Okay, fun fact. I have never seen a roof rack on a Mini previously.
Neither have I, to be honest. This is the first.
Oh, nice. Oh, this Suzuki Swift.
Yeah, David Todd's Suzuki Swift that
Lovely.
is driven the way it's meant to be.
1.3.
Whoa.
Whoa. Nice. Nothing like the classics.
This could be one of the great grandparents of that Vela that is
Yeah,
from the same lineage after all, the Range Rover brand.
for sure. And wow, look at this, Ashrak. You can come a little closer, Ashrak.
Porsche Boxster, first generation Boxster. What a beauty. Now the Boxster was meant to be Porsche's model that slotted below the 911 because basically the 911 was at a certain price point, which meant that it would only attract viewers of a certain age and income. So the Boxster was conceived as a smaller and lower priced alternative so that Porsche could get people into the Porsche family earlier.
Right.
So the idea with Porsche was you'd buy a Boxster, and then when you go at a higher place in life, more income, that kind of thing,
Yes.
graduate to a 911.
Ashrat, what I heard was that the Porsche Boxster was very instrumental in making sure that Porsche did get phased out of the car industry. I think the Porsche Boxster helped revive its whole lineup of cars eventually.
It did, because like I said, the 911 had a certain place and they couldn't compromise that. So they brought in a more budget friendly, it's not really budget friendly, but like a lower tier Porsche in a way. But no, less potent, of course. A Boxster is one of the most exciting cars to drive, I've heard. I haven't driven a Boxster yet.
Yet being the keyword.
Gotta be optimistic.
For sure. Wow, look at this, Ashrat. Man.
That's
It's a Datsun. Wow. It's...
Datsun 260, yeah.
Ooh. This is so nice.
I think this is what ultimately became the Nissan Sentra, if I'm not mistaken.
Is it? Oh, I love this. Man.
It has a very understated vibe to it.
Yes. It's big. It's stately.
Very
And wow. Let's have a look at the front also, Ashrat. It's probably very comfortable also.
It does. It certainly looks plush, and you can appreciate details like the JDM style yellow fog lamps. You've got the little marker lamps on the front wings that help the driver see where the front exactly is,
Yes.
which is very useful when parking. Appears to have a power antenna too.
Nice. And next up we have Shirendra's Honda Prelude.
Now you've gone in this car, haven't you, Mahen?
I have, and it's been so pleasurable, honestly, because its timeless 80s styling has been something really sought after by many car enthusiasts. I mean, the styling inside Ashrak is, it's got 80s written all over it.
And before that, there's just three words that I will say to you that sum up why this car is so desirable. Pop-up headlamps.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for pop-up headlamps.
For sure. I think Shirendra has quite a few cars in his collection.
Mark II.
Yes. With pop-ups and the Ferrari as well.
Oh yes.
And this drives really nicely. So Johan, Shirendra's brother, took me in it once, and it was really a pleasurable drive. And yeah, it's quite a rare car in Sri Lanka as well, Ashok.
That's interesting, Mahen.
And
what we've got next to it is not a rare car because it's really popular. It's the Mercedes-Benz C-Class. I believe this is a W202 if I'm not mistaken.
right. And then
Quite a very popular model because it has aged well for one thing.
yes.
And it's fairly attainable now. There are quite a few examples that you can get for a very reasonable price. There's another one coming in as we speak. So you can see how popular it is, Mahen.
For sure. We got a nice V8 Cygnus over here, and then let's check out Travis's Subaru as well.
Yes, that is something we definitely have to check out. That is a Forester, and this is a Forester here too. This is the later generation of the Forester. Now the Forester started as a model before Travis's model, with what it started with as an estate, a station wagon with high ground clearance and that kind of thing. Then it was morphed into an SUV, which is what you can see here. But still has the same all-wheel drive, symmetrical all-wheel drive system, boxer engine. I am not sure if this one is turbocharged, but I know Travis's one definitely is. Even the STI variant. And right next to that is your Verado.
Yeah. Let's get a glimpse of that too, Ashok.
Why not? Why not? It has every right to be here after all. It's perfectly in the profile of future classic.
Thank you. Maybe in another 5 years, it'll be 30 years.
I think about 10.
Okay. Okay.
It's a 2000, right, your car?
Yes, it is.
6 years.
Yes, 6 years. Okay, we have another car coming. Okay, I think we're good.
Yeah, I think we've got good signal.
So we are just leaving Excel World after a lovely morning with some lovely cars and some great people.
Yeah, that was fun, wasn't it, Mahen?
Yeah,
I mean, it was not a drive, but it was a fellowship.
Correct. And look at that Datsun over there, Ashok. I've never seen it before. It's huge, and it's probably something that they did for the American market. It looks like one of those American
ultimately became the Nissan Cedric. You can see a Range Rover Vogue in front of us as well here.
Yeah.
And a Volkswagen ID4. It's a perfect contrast of past and future because I believe the ID4 is an electric.
Yeah.
You can see it. Yeah, I think you can see it. Yes. So yeah, very productive and very pleasant fellowship.
And now we are heading
For yet another shoot.
Yeah, heading towards Rajagiri to meet my friend Stefan, who has graciously agreed to give his Fortuner, the 2007 Fortuner, for review.
Cool.
Okay.
Let's go for it.
Yeah, rev match yourself.
Rev match yourself.
Ooh.